everyone, it's Linda OJ here with another SBCN Coffee Time Chat, and I'm thrilled to bits to have a very good friend and one of the SBCN members here today enjoying a coffee with me, Steve Bentley from Izio Financial.
That's right.
Hi Steve, how are you today?
I'm just great, how are you?
Well, I've dragged you along for one of our Coffee Time Chats. I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself and what kind of business you're in.
Sure. I'm a certified financial planner, and I've been in the business for about 15 years. Izio Financial is a new venture for me. I'm a partner as of June of last year.
Congratulations.
And we do a whole range of different things, but I would think of it more categorized into holistic financial planning for individuals, families, businesses, entrepreneurs, and we do deal with a lot of people. We've got about close to 3,000 clients, and we do a lot of travel, but we enjoy it.
Were you one of those students at school that always had a calculator and was always top of the class for math and stuff like that?
Not at all. My background in high school was more the social sciences. I did a lot of history. That was my passion. I spent time in Ottawa. I spent time at the Parliament buildings there in my final year. Really excelled at that, and then I decided to take a totally different tack when I went to university.
So why? Why did you change your mind when you went to university?
Well, I guess it came down to the fact that I wanted to join the military because I was in the reserves at the time, and I just had this passion to be a military officer. So I had an opportunity to go out to Victoria to go to school.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
And the program choices really led me to change really my focus and go into commerce and economics. And so I'm still in some ways in the social sciences, but a little bit of a different bend.
Now you've got a couple of kids, right? You've got 2 boys?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they know at this period in their life what they want to do when they're grown up?
Well, when you say grown up, one is finishing university in 2 months.
Okay.
And in that sense, he doesn't really have a true grasp at what he wants to do. But my philosophy with boys has always been, as long as you're going forward down a road, it doesn't matter what detours you take or what side trips you take, as long as you keep a focus to find a direction. So how many people today actually end up starting and continuing the same career for a life plan, right?
Not today.
So he is just finishing up at Laurier here in Waterloo, and he's making some choices. And so, you know, we're going and looking at some different things that he'd like to do. And it's hard, you know, it's really hard to make a career choice sometimes for people.
But with your support and his mom's support. So, financial planning. I have to say, I'm not a very good financial planner. I'll leave all that to Dave, my husband. It's about trust, right? It's about liking the person you are trusting with your finances.
Well, it even goes beyond that. I mean, essentially, it's like any business relationship, right? You have to understand that there has to be a very good structure to that relationship. It starts, it just slowly grows, and eventually you've got to build a rapport and a trust with whoever you're working with in any kind of business relationship. And no different than if you're working with a financial planning client, and eventually you got to understand that the planning you're doing is a long-term commitment, and it's for their betterment. And, you know, it certainly gets them going in a direction where they, at some point, will start to realize that there are some benefits to looking at things properly.
And I have to say, when I first met you, I was quite surprised that you were a financial planner, because to me, it seems like you're going to be stuffy and like, tell me what to do with my money, but you're one of the most friendliest, you know, open, helpful guys I know. So this is why I love to refer you, because I know that you're not going to tell people what to do and say, this is what you have to do, and that would make them uncomfortable, wouldn't it?
Well, I think you have to build that relationship. I think it's the most important part. It doesn't matter what you can do, how you can do it. If you don't have that relationship to start with, then you're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in our profession who really are more product oriented, and that's really not the way we are as a company. We like to look at it as more of a holistic approach, more of a development in terms of trying to identify what is important to a particular client, what their needs are, and giving them different recommendations. But they've got to be part of that process, right? And they have to be involved in that process, and it's an education as much as it is making some choices in terms of your financial betterment.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot. I can't remember how we met. Were you referred to the Small Business Community Network? I can't remember. Or did I nab you on LinkedIn or something?
You know, I don't remember. I only remember meeting you in Zares in the community room, up the stairs, and I'm going up these stairs. I'm saying, where am I going?
Where we first used to hold our meetings,
But it's just like anything in its infancy; it has to start somewhere, right? And from there to today, it's come a long way.
Thank you so much.
Larger organization than I may have thought in the beginning, right? But I think that the big thing about working with the SBCN is, to me, more of, I continue to use the word grassroots when I refer to it, because it's not so much like you see normal networking groups can take a lot of different tacks, but it's not all based on referrals. It's based on getting to know the people and thinking them, and obviously developing a rapport with them so that you feel very comfortable. If you have an opportunity to make a referral to somebody, that you don't even have to think twice about it, right? But sometimes when you go to some networking functions, it's very much a numbers game, and it's not to get to know
every
people.
Networking organisation or event has a place. Whether it's a place in your heart or my heart, there's a place for all these networking events. What I love, though, is to take people out for coffee, and you and I go a bit further, and every couple of months we have a lunch meeting, and then we can meet versus meeting as members of the SBCN as friends, and I find that refreshing. What I want you to do now is pick your cup up, enjoy your cup of coffee, chin chin,
Cheer.
and we'll see you again. Thank you for taking your time.
Absolutely.
Take care.
All right.